Barnabas, I need your help, please. So it won't let me show in presenter mode.
Hit it.
Yeah. Use presenter mode view.
Hit from beginning.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay, because you have two screens showing. You have the wrong screen on the wrong side. You
Oh,
go to settings.
gosh. Okay.
Go to settings and switch it the screen.
Thank
So
you.
how do you do that? Because I don't know.
Give me a
Settings.
second.
Okay.
Do his screens. There you go. Then you switch them over. Just switch these two.
Okay, thank you.
Start again. Just save it. Just go. It should be up now. It should be good to go.
No.
There, hold on. It didn't do it.
It's here. Let's do it this way. Go back. I cannot believe this.
Go
Okay.
back to the screen. Have it up already somewhere. Click it. Drag it over. Move two to one. Move it over. Just move that over. Yours don't do it like that. Yeah. Move that over.
Apply.
No, you didn't do it.
No, I
Move
don't
two
do
to
it.
one.
To one.
Thank you. Oh, no, me two over to the other side. Yes, like that. Now, apply. Thought you did that. Sorry. Apply. Already should be good. Let's see now.
Oh,
Why is it not? Or do the screen, both screen mirror displays. Do mirror displays.
yeah, we don't want to do that because they'll see my notes.
For you. That's shown as your main screen. I don't know why. Displays. It should flip.
Display.
Press identify. Click identify. It'll tell you what screen you're on now. Click identify. You're on one, so you want one to be your main screen, and it should do it.
But that's why you should just switch that over.
Yeah, it should. Supposed
Should I just make this my main display? No.
show only on. It should be already there. Maybe you need to close PowerPoint and reopen it because it's still
No.
picking up, or your screen because it's not a closed setting. You're mirroring the displays right now. The mirror thing.
Okay. I swear, this is technology.
It's just going to show your screen.
Oh, it's good now.
Yeah,
gonna show
but
her
it's not
notes.
because my notes are missing.
Her presenter view.
Right there.
Got it. I saw how to fix it. I saw how to
Okay.
fix it. I saw how to fix it just now. That easy. Look right here. I just saw you. I was reading it. Look right here. It says primary monitor. So you choose the monitor you want to show it on. Go back to how you had it before. Extend these displays. Did that. Good to go. Did it click? Extend displays. Keep changes. Okay. Good to go.
Escape.
Here. Use this presenter view. Primary monitor. Use monitor 2. Let's try from beginning. That should work. There you go.
Oh, look at him. Oh
You're
my
welcome.
God.
Okay.
So we need to make sure and
Okay.
Barnabas to see it all the time.
All right, so I just need 2 more things to do. Okay. I think we're good. Sorry about that. Nothing like technology. Okay, let's see. All right, good afternoon. Sorry about the delay. We had some technology problems here. I'd like to welcome you to our monthly Ask the Director, and with me is Barnabas, who is going to start our meeting in prayer. Please welcome Barnabas.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. You know, I'm still learning that. After means afternoon, morning. I always get it confused, so I'm with you on that one. I'm going to open up in prayer this afternoon, so let us pray. Oh, Heavenly Gracious Father, I thank you for our time together. I thank you for the residents that's here today. As we continue and ask the director, Father, I pray that we continue to keep love at the center, love and kindness in all that we do in our community, with our neighbors, with our friends. Father, I thank you for health for every resident and all the things you bring them, Father. But continue, Father, to be with them in their darkest times and their best of times. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Barnabas. Okay, so we're going to start with a special topic, and I want to thank Mickey. Mickey's in the room. He created the Bright Ideas Committee, and he spearheads the committee. And one of the ideas through the Bright Ideas Committee is to have a department or leadership team member come to talk to you, the residents, on how we can partner together to make that department even better. So today, Marianne is going to be joining us, Marianne Morris, our Director of Environmental Services, and she is going to share how you can partner with us to recycle, to better help our conservation efforts. And also with Marianne is Harold Katz, who is a resident and has been instrumental in ensuring that recycling is at the forefront of our minds. And we also have Ellen Goldsmith, who serves on the resident board, as well as chairing the Environmental Services and Recycling Committee. So we thank both Harold and Ellen for being here. And at this time, please welcome Marianne.
Thank you. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. I didn't expect so many people this afternoon. All right. Let's start. So, recycling done right. All right. I would like to ask you, first of all, who does recycle? Who recycling? Can you put your hands up? That's a really good amount. Well, thank you for that. And we're going to go through some numbers first, because numbers are really important, how this is affecting our environment and our communities. So Palm Beach County residents in 2023 placed more than 94,500 tons of recyclables in the blue and the yellow recycling bins. That is almost 190 million pounds. That is, I think that's an incredible amount of number. It's just so high. If you imagine 190 million pounds of trash floating in our ocean, that would be devastating. So that is a beautiful number. I think we can be very happy with that. And by the end of the fiscal year, more than 78,000 tons of recyclables were sold to mills, factories that could use them in making raw materials and making new products. The top recycled items in Broward County were the following. Mixed paper. Do we know what is mixed paper? Anyone? Mixed? Mail. That is correct. It's mostly mail, and newspapers. So I was surprised on that number, because I thought it would be cardboards. Everyone is getting the Amazon packages now coming in every single day. So that is a number 2. So cardboard is number 2 with 17,800 tons in Palm Beach County. That's how much we recycled. Then glass, plastic, aluminum, and then cartons, like milk cartons and things like that. Who orders from Amazon, by the way? There is no way there's just Susan alone, and no way. You need to fess up. Do you order from Amazon? Any packages from Amazon? Okay, that's kind of explains, the cardboard boxes in the recycling bins. Now, Boca Raton alone recycled 5,372 tons. That's just city of Boca Raton alone. That is combined everything, including papers, cardboard, glass, plastic, and aluminum. That is also a good amount of number, but I think we can do a little bit better. If you look at Palm Beach County, it's a big county, but Boca Raton can do just a little bit better. Let's see how we can help. Now, at this point, probably you're asking me, why should I recycle? This is too much work. Leave me alone. This is what we're listening all day long. But please do listen, and you will see. So first of all, we conserve resources. Recycling materials like paper, glass, reduces the need to extract raw material from the earth, preserving natural resources. We also reduce waste. It decreases the amount of waste sent to the landfills, which can help to prevent land pollution and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Also saves energy. Making products from recycled materials often uses less energy compared to producing them from new materials. And protect the environment. And this is very important for me, protecting the environment. With recycling, so we help to minimize pollution, protect the ecosystems, and reduce the overall environment footprint of producing goods. So, and the last one, I left the last one, the best one. We are saving money. When we recycle, it reduces the need to buy and buy again. So we don't have to buy new ones if we're creating from the old material. All right, how do we recycle at Edgewater? Harold will have a nice little presentation about that. I just want to highlight the most important parts. Who knows when do we pull out the recycling bins? When do the recycling bins go outside? Thank you, that's nice. Yes, so they go out on Monday mornings. The blue bins and the yellow bins go out on Monday mornings. Ross' team is taking them out every Monday morning, and we're bringing them back. With Otis and Philip, they're bringing them back in the afternoon. So during that period of the time, we would like to ask you not to place anything in the laundry rooms. I think it would be just better to wait until the bins come back in. All right. Now, where are these recycling bins? Everyone knows where the recycling bins are, right? A building, B building, C building, laundry rooms, and the C building is lucky because they have double storage. They have the recycling bins also in the storage rooms. What goes in the blue bin? Can anyone tell me what goes in the blue bin? Who said no styrofoam? I heard one styrofoam. No styrofoam. No. No styrofoam. So it's plastic bottles and containers. You can leave the lids on. Cans, bottles, glass bottles, jars, milk cartons, and juice boxes. That goes in the blue ones. What goes in the yellow bins? Yeah, that's easier. Newspapers, what else? Mail, cardboard boxes, that's right. So cardboard boxes, newspapers, mail, dry food boxes with no food stains on it, paper bags, cardboard, paper rolls, pizza boxes with no stains. No Kleenex, thank you, appreciate that. Where does styrofoam goes? It goes to the trash chute, right? Trash chute with the regular trash, that's correct. The Kleenex also goes to the trash chute, so we don't contaminate the other things. All right, how can we help? How can you help with recycling? Just rinse out your containers so there is no food and liquid left over because that also contaminates the other clean things. The cardboard boxes, the big boxes, please flatten them if you can and then put them in the yellow bin. Now, if you have a hard time with that, that's totally okay. Give me a call. Give us a call at Environmental Services. We can help you just to remove the boxes for you, okay? I know some of these boxes are really, really hard to close, okay? And one more thing what is really important, please just don't bag up your things and then put them with the bag in the recycling bins. Just one by one, basically. Then you can fold your bag also, and that can be also going in the bin, okay? All right, so we also have a recycling committee, as Susan mentioned earlier. We have, our meetings are on first Thursdays of the month, 1 o'clock, am I right, Ellen? 11, I'm sorry, and I'm there every time. So first Thursdays of the month, 11 o'clock. And if you like to join, please give a call to Ellen Goldsmith. She's our chairman. She will be very happy to welcome you, okay? She's a very welcoming person. Now, what do the the members do, the committee members do. They help environmental services tremendously. They go through the bins, the yellow and the blue bins, in every single building, in every single floor, and they take a look at what does not belong in the bins. They move them out, it belongs to the trash. And I thank them for it because it is a really important process. So thank you for that. They also making sure that the signage is up there, what belongs to the yellow bin, what belongs to the blue bin. So this is a really important part of it, they inform the residents and the aides what needs to be done properly. All right. And this is Harold's favorite say, what do we not recycle? Now, what do we do with things what we don't know if we need to recycle? We throw it in the trash, goes to the trash chute. When in doubt, throw it out, okay? Or you can give a call to Harold or Ellen or myself, and we can figure it out where it goes, please. But these are the biggest items what should not be going in the recycling bins. Plastic bags, styrofoam, plastic utensils, cups with the wax or plastic coatings, shredded paper, and colored paper. Yes, I'm going to admit I was really surprised. I did not know the colored paper cannot go in the recycling bin. I'm not going to lie to you, they are still surprising, and my daughter, who's 23 years old, she did not know the shredded paper does not go in the recycling bin. So I think this is a little bit, that's interesting. And I have this picture up here, and I don't know how much you can see it. So in this first picture, this is wrong. There is food in there with plastic bags. There is the cup with the wax inside of it, basically for sodas. And what else I see? There is a plastic bag up there, little containers. None of that belongs here. So please do not put plastic bags, food waste, liquid, drink cups, small items. This all needs to go to the trash, this bin. And then this bin, as you can see, there is a jar with a cover on it. We have plastic bags. We have no plastic bags in there, no food, no waste, and no bagged recycles. So this is good to go. All right? Yes? That is correct. So if you, yes, I'm going to repeat the question. What would you like to repeat it? Go ahead and repeat it. Barnabas is coming with a microphone.
So some people are putting the bags that they get from Amazon, the plastic bags, in the blue bin, and they're not supposed to put that.
No bags supposed
Here.
to. Oh, one more
Can you
time.
hear
Yeah, let's
me?
try it one more time. Yes.
Okay. You're not supposed to put the bags that you get when you get a delivery from Amazon that come in plastic, those kind of bags, and I keep finding them in the trash can.
That is correct. You are correct in that. That needs to go also in the trash chute. The envelope with the bubbles in it also needs to go in the trash chute. Right. We have a very short video. Thank you so much for listening. We have a very short video just to say how the recycling, where does the recycling goes from here, and how do they process it. 5 minutes video. And then we have Ellen and Harold gonna come, and let's see. Let's hope it's gonna work. Yes, go ahead.
May I please add, folks, to help with pest control, please rinse out all of your food containers before recycling them. Additionally, any food containers or your trash that go in the trash chutes, please put them in a bag and tie the bag. Otherwise, what ends up happening is as they go down the trash chute, some ends up on the floor, and it encourages pests. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Ross. Yes, Sally.
I'm coming, Sally. Give me one second. For the mic.
Barnabas is coming with the microphone, Sally. We're not? Oh, too bad. So we're not going to have the video.
If Palm Beach County sells these recycled plastics to mills and factories, as mentioned in the numbers, why is there no numbers for how much money they take in Palm Beach County for recycling?
We absolutely can research that, Sally. If you like, I can look into it and
I'm just wondering how much money does it actually
how
give
much
us?
they're making.
Because that's important, and that should be a motivation for the county income
It was actually in the video they were mentioning. I actually do remember that when they recycle. I'm not sure how many pounds was it, unfortunately, but it's a huge box of recycled cans and plastic bottles. That worth $800. So, well, that's just one. That's just one single one.
All right,
Yes.
I'm on the committee,
Yes.
and I do go into the bins with my grabber.
Yes, you do. We know.
Yeah, I do. But one of the requests I would like to make is I see people take the brown bag, they fill it up,
Yes.
and they throw it right in the recycle. And if you have a couple of people doing that, you don't have any room for anybody else.
Yes, that is correct.
So I
That's
think
why.
that people should empty the bag.
That's correct.
And then I usually fold my bag when I throw it in the recycle.
And that is recycling done right.
But, people are, and I'm very surprised, and Harold is going to be very upset. I actually saw one of those beautiful bags that he gives us for recycle, full of garbage and thrown into the recycle bin.
This is what you were talking
Right.
about, right?
Now, it's obviously somebody on my floor. Of course, I don't know who it is, but it was very, very upsetting that they're using that bag and filling it up with garbage.
Probably they were not aware of it. That's why we kind of like to do these, nice little presentations so everyone is going to be aware how to recycle. And I'm going to show these bags, but I know the Herald was going to either way. So these are the bags what you can use for recycling. You fill this one up, you take it to the yellow recycling bin, this one specifically for the yellow one, and you put it out and you can reuse this bag again, okay? And then we have also the blue one. So the blue one is obviously for the items for the blue bin. Okay, if you need any bags, I don't know, Harold, do you have still more bags? So Harold has more bags. All right, is any other questions? Sheila?
I'll bring a mic for you. I'll bring a mic.
Hold on, he's coming, sorry.
Same bowl.
Hold on, Ellen, hold on.
The best counsel was, when in doubt, don't put it in the recyclable.
Yes, that's right.
If people put the cardboard, the heavy cardboard that you get packages in the yellow bins, there's no room for anything else.
It needs to, just the small ones can go in there. The bigger ones, please just put it next to the recycling bins, as Ellen mentions.
Thank you.
You see, because you put 2 boxes in the bin and it fills up right away. So it makes it extremely hard for the others to put just regular recycling items. That's right. And this is Ellen Goldsmith. She's our chairman. So I don't know, Harold, you going to speak first or Ellen? Come on, Harold.
Yeah, Harold. There's 2 mics. You can hold on to one.
Okay. Marion, you've covered the waterfront, but I do have a few things to say. As many of you know, I was interested in recycling long before I came to Edgewater. And I can tell you, and it's still true, that we don't do a bad job at Edgewater. However, don't take this home and bank it, because we have a long way to go. And I'm going to be the heavy here. If you want a report card on Edgewater, just go to these on Monday afternoon in the street for A building and in the parking lot for B and C building when these trucks come with the dual, what do we call them, the lifts that bring the contents of each bin into the special trucks. And you can see what goes into each bin. And we have some way to go yet. However, the monitors that we have working catch a lot of things too in the rooms. So if anyone wants to put up their hand and say they're doing a perfect job, I would question it. The thing is with recycling, it's kind of oh-hum. There are a lot of people who would rather play bridge than come into this meeting. Nevertheless, it's a very important job. And to do otherwise than recycle is going against all the wishes of the corporate, of the management here, and of all of us who are pulling and are really interested in recycling. And that's the most of us by far. Other than that, I want to mention that if you want to know what kind of monies are involved in recycling, look up the quarterly report from the SWA, the Solid Waste Authority. It's available, and they have no secrets, and they do turn money back to yes, to the county. Thank you, to the county, and so it is a profitable thing, and it may be why, although nobody told me, it may be why the white stuff with the 5 on it is not gathered, is not collected, because there's no profit in it at this time. However, that's a guesstimation. I think I covered what I wanted to cover, and I'll give the mic back to Ellen. And thank you for, oh, there is a question.
Let me come.
I was never a recipient of those recyclable things.
Please beat me up for it.
But what I'm not having seen it, do you enumerate on the bags?
Yes. Yes.
See,
I'm going to give you these
yeah,
two.
I prefaced it by saying I never got one.
Okay, I bring it. I will give it to you. This two is yours now, okay?
I didn't get the question.
No, she said she never got the bags, so I will give her these 2 bags what I have up here.
You can call my number. I'm in the phone book. And give me time, and I'll put them in your cubby. They are available, and the reason, there you go, oh, that is good service.
I know.
SWA makes them available just so that this happens. Now I'm going to continue a little bit. Anyone who continues to, I'll back up. Where you lived before, you had a garbage container. You had a garbage pail, trash pail. If you don't have one here, you're wrong. Anyone who continues to combine, excuse me, their trash with the contents of the blue and the yellow container is wrong. You can't put them all together, carry them into the laundry room, and separate them one at a time, because in doing so, you end up with the garbage. And what do you do with that? I hate to tell you what you do with that. Separate them. You have a garbage pail, and you have blue and yellow material. No longer do you can you separate, no longer do you keep them. Have a garbage pail, that's the answer.
Yeah, we have another question.
Could I just suggest that it would be a good idea if those bags were distributed to every resident, because they're very, very helpful. People that don't know what to put where, makes it very much easier for them, and they are excellent. We've been using them now since you first had them, and thank you.
I'm pleased to know that.
That's a good idea to give the new residents, yes. We have another one.
Don't forget your walker.
Okay.
Okay, I think Ellen has a few closing remarks.
Before I came down here, I went into the storage room, and there, in the yellow bin, was styrofoam. Please, please throw the styrofoam down the chute. Does not go for recycling. And I won't say anything else because you'll get mad at me.
I have
All
one
right,
more.
thank you, Ellen.
Is that okay if I say one more thing?
Yes.
I forgot about it. The green containers, what you get for lunch with your food in it, those green containers needs to come back to the bistro. So please do not recycle those. Darren wouldn't be too happy, and we would have probably styrofoam coming out of that kitchen, but it's not that great.
I'm sorry, I'm here one more time. We have the benefit of 95. Why don't we post this thing? So because people are just not aware. I mean, there are things that you would not expect, you know.
Okay, so the comment is that maybe we can do a slide show on 95 with do's and don'ts for recycling. So on that note, thank you, Marianne, Harold, and
Everyone.
Ellen for sharing.
Appreciate that.
And we're going to move on to another topic.
Ellen wanted to add just really quickly that $3.29 to the green containers are. So they're really not that cheap. They're not styrofoam. So please do bring them back to the bistro. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I want to just remind everyone that June 1st starts our hurricane season, and it goes through November 30th. The NOAA, National Weather Service, has predicted an above normal hurricane season this year. There's 17 to 25 named storms, 8 to 13 hurricanes, and 4 to 7 major hurricanes predicted for the season. So who's going to go up north for the summer on that note? All right, so just a reminder that you want to get your emergency kit supplies now. Some of those items are medication and first aid items. Fill the car up, of course, with gas when we know there's a storm out there. Have some cash on hand in the event banks are closed. I like wet wipes because you can always wipe your face or wipe your hands if you need to, because we might not have hot water for showers. Non-perishable canned goods or food is helpful, and of course you want to have a can opener. Snack foods, paper plates, plastic utensils, and a fully charged cell phone. Now, in the clubhouse, we do have power, so you can always come down with your cell phone to charge it. Of course, if you have pets, you want to have ample supplies for them. If your pet has medications, make sure you have those. And you want to calm your dogs, especially because they can act differently during storms. They may become aggressive, so be mindful of that while your dog is probably very friendly normally, during these events, they can act different, and so be cautious with them around others. And don't walk your dog outside until you know it's safe to walk and there's no lines, electric lines down or anything that could cause a problem for you or your pets. So should I stay or should I go? That is the question. We need to know if you're going to stay in your apartment, maybe at a neighbor's house or with family. And if you decide to leave or stay in another apartment, if you could just let the front desk know. I believe there is a form that you would fill out during hurricane season if you leave a few days before the storm to let us know, so we're not looking for you and concerned. I wanted to just quickly touch on the campus assistance team through ACTS. And what this is it's a large group of individuals from real estate to maintenance, culinary, housekeeping, transportation, IT, even chaplains get in the mix there. And then we have a construction company that's a new arm of ACTS. And we call this team the Campus Assistance Team, or CAT team. And they are prepared to come to South Florida. Usually they travel down before the storm and they locate themselves in an area that they can come down to help us. Recently, one of our properties had a major tornado come through, and within 24 hours, they were there working and getting the building that was hit secured. So the CAT team is available, and during the storms and prior to storms, we have meetings, and then we know where the CAT team will be and what the plans are if we have a direct hit. Any questions on that before we we go to another topic about hurricanes. Yes, the halls are lit and the elevators work, but that's about it in the residential buildings. In the clubhouse, there's a lot of power in the clubhouse. No AC, right? No AC, though. Okay, other questions? Bob, did I cover some of those things? Thank you. Okay. All right, so we are going to have a photo shoot on June 14th. We're going to ask you to bring your smiles to the winery. And no, we won't be serving wine because it's during the day, but the photo hours will be from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. 10:30 a.m. and then 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. on June 14th. Those photos will then be uploaded to the K4 app. So right now you have a directory on your phone with the K4 app, and if you look someone up right now, there's no photo, but once we take these beautiful smiles, your photo will be on the app. So as we have new residents moving in, or if you are a new resident, you'll get to know people quicker because you'll identify their name with a face. So that is June 14th in the winery. Also, we invite you to put on your calendar on Monday. We're having a great Memorial Day celebration in this room at 10:30 a.m. Thank you, Bob Taylor, for overseeing our program this year. It's going to be really very patriotic, a lot of fun. And afterwards, we invite you to go downstairs for a picnic lunch. We also have Father's Day, and on Father's Day, June 13th, we will have a brunch in the main dining room. And on June 24th, we have your brain, voice, and swallowing topic from speech therapy here upstairs. And there's a lot of good reasons to attend, even if you don't have memory issues or you don't have swallowing difficulty. It's good to know what speech therapy can do in the event in the future you might have a situation that they can help you with. We have Christmas in July up in Oak Ridge Terrace, so Alicia Silvers is overseeing that, and we will be selling goods, lightly used goods. If you have items that you'd like to donate that are lightly used, contact Alicia, and she's glad to take donations. So that's July 12th in Oak Ridge Terrace. So how is our occupancy? Elliot always wants to know. So I'm pleased to share that we've had 4 sales in May so far, and we're currently 87% occupied. But when you add those committed and selected apartments, we're actually close to 95%. So our sales team is doing just a terrific job. So now it gives me great pleasure to share that we are going to be raising funds for Alzheimer's Association. And to kick that off, we have the Good Humor truck coming our way on May 29th, 1 p.m. in the winery or main lobby. The ice cream is free, so come and get a taste of some delicious ice cream. We also have a sneaker recycling program that is part of the fundraiser. We have Hearts and Dots sale. Each day we'll be selling Hearts and Dots either in memory or in honor of a loved one in the clubhouse. The men's, we actually have the bridge tournaments. We have canasta tournaments. We also have a bake sale on the longest day, which is June 16th, 20th, thank you. So that's the longest day of the year, is June 20th. And then what else are we doing? Oh, we have a guest speaker from Alzheimer's Association, Olivia Curtis. She's coming on June 3rd. And then the men's club is selling luminary bags, which we have one here. And the idea behind the bags is that we will pick a night and we'll ask you to put your luminary bag in your window. And there'll be a tea light. So it's a battery-operated tea light, no open flames, and especially because Ross is in the room, I will repeat that, no open flames. But you will get a tea light that is a battery-operated light, and the idea is we will have a luminary evening, and we'll walk around and enjoy the beautiful luminary bags. And then finally, we have an artist coming who will be doing a project with us on June 13th. So as you can see, a lot of action. Our goal is to raise more money than we did last year. We raised over $7,000 last year. We're looking for 10 this year, and we hope that everyone will contribute something and participate, and I know the bake sale is going to be awesome. Yes. Question, cash or checks, Ellen? Okay, mainly checks unless you're doing the raffles or even the bake sale. Could you pay cash? Yeah. So the 50-50 raffle will be throughout the entire month, and at the end we'll, unless it's too much money, then we'll split it into two. Thank you. So thank you for that. Okay, so a couple updates. The traffic light, they were out striping the road, and simply now we're just waiting on that green light. No pun intended. And I'm as bad as Barnabas is with jokes, so I won't do another one. It wasn't good? Okay. The new outpatient and inpatient therapy gyms are now open. Those are located on the first floor of Willowbrook Court and C buildings, so check those out. And I wanted to share that our restaurant-style menu is coming our way in June, so we actually ordered the last piece of equipment that we needed for the kitchen for the restaurant-style menu, so that's going to be rolled out in June. K4 application, I hope everyone has the K4 on their phone, and if not, DeAndre can help you. We also have the sign-in sheet or sign-up sheet for echoes. So if you would like an echo for your apartment and did not sign up, come see me afterwards, and we'll add you to the list. And then I want to share a couple things with you. We have what is termed the Joy Jar, and today we had our Culture and Belonging Committee program, and we had a small group of residents and team members who joined us. This is part of the Diversity and Inclusion Committee, but now we call it the Culture and Belonging Committee. And this morning we discussed 8 essential rules for living or principles for good living, and those include the authentic self, relationships, giving back, collaborating, courageous acts, learning, being a fierce advocate, and celebrating and having joy. And the groups were broken out into 4 tables, and we talked about these 8 essential rules for living. And from that group event, which was a lot of fun, we decided as a group that we need a joy jar at Edgewater. And what we're going to do is we're going to place a joy jar somewhere in the lobby. And we ask that when you have a moment of joy in your life, take the time and write what that is and put it in the jar. And at the end of the year, this year, we will share the joy jar with you through a mural or something artistically created, and we will place that in the artway to show that we collectively as a community have joy. And sometimes I think we forget to count our blessings along the way. I know I struggle with that at times, and we have to count those small moments of joy as really big victories. So we're going to challenge all of you to collect your joy moments and put them in the jar, and then we will share those down the road. But it's a way for us to remind ourselves that we should choose joy over sadness, even during hard times. And then I want to share with you that there is going to be a new newsletter that I'll be sending out periodically to you, and it'll just be a summary of things that are occurring either locally or within Acts, and it's going to be called By George, and you will see that very soon. So just more to come about that. We will put it in the cubbies, we'll send it on the forum, but it will be, a summary of different topics. So we want to talk specifically about Jacob and his workshop. Ellen posted a small article, which you're going to see in the newsletter. The newsletter's not out yet, right? Oh, it is out. Okay, for June. Not yet. It's out. Okay. So this is a great article about Jacob and his workshop, and just a reminder that it's open daily, 7:30 to noon, except on Saturday. It's located right by the Willowbrook Court, Oakbridge Terrace elevators. We thank Jacob for all of his hard work. Donations are appreciated to help with purchasing of tools and or repair materials. Who else works in the wood shop that I need to recognize? Elliot? Anyone else in the room? Anyone I'm missing, Elliot?
Hugo.
Hugo? Okay. So we appreciate all that you do, and just wanted to share that that is available to you. And then the speakeasy. We had so much fun on birthday night. Thank you, Ellen, for coming up with the theme and just creating a good experience for everyone who participated. I'm sure you know who these lovely folks are up on the screen. Are they here? And they were the winners of the costume contest. Okay, and then I want to also thank Tashia and Susan Bradley for overseeing our team member appreciation week. We started the week off with a gift from the corporate office. You can see two of our team members holding the gift. It's a large bag that many people will probably put in their trunk of their car so they can carry things to and from their car. Aldi's? Oh, they don't give bags. No, okay. And then on Tuesday, we had Taco Tuesday in the Wheaton's room. We also played a couple games of chair volleyball with the residents. The residents did beat us. I think we won one game, and they won two. Is that correct? So we need to practice. And we also had a health fair during the week. We had candy bars at the end of the week. We had a Guess Who baby contest. Many of you probably saw that. And at the end of the week, we had a raffle for a day off with pay was given to one team member. I knew you were going to ask. I don't remember. Does anyone remember who won that raffle? I don't recall. I'm sorry. Okay, so with that, that was the topics I had on my agenda, and now I'd like to open up the meeting to any other topics that you might have.
Can you tell us when the in memoriam boards will be put up in each of the buildings and in OBT?
Yes, so I just need to put blue. Barnabas and I walked the areas. We kind of selected places. I just need to tape them up, and Ross has promised that he'll, as soon as I give him the locations, he'll put them up. So let's say next week. You can hold me to that, Sheila. Okay. What the memorial boards are smaller white glass boards that we will only put items related to someone's passing. So a group of residents felt that notices of someone's passing should not be placed with the activities, that it does not fit well there, and that it's not the most dignified way of announcing someone's passing. So we have these new boards that will be in each building, plus by probably the elevators, Willowbrook Court and Oak Bridge Terrace elevators. Okay, Sheila has a comment. Another Sheila.
I usually enjoy this program right in the comfort of my apartment, but I came down today for two reasons. One, because I'm here 11 years, and I thought I would like to share with the new people the wonderful things that have happened through the years, and then because I have two questions, as always.
Okay.
When I first came in, the main thrust was to assure new people about the medical care that they would get in depth. I'm happy to report not only that, but we have a fabulous physical therapy department. I can attest to that, A, because my orthopedist told me to go use my own facility here, and B, because they got me through some very rough times. So if you have a problem, don't hesitate and get in touch with the physical therapy department.
Thank you.
The other thing, so at that time I had said, you know, you're talking about the physical, but you have some wonderful activities here that people should be aware of. And that's when I pushed and sales start to, and the growth, and thanks to Ellen and her volunteers, the amount of activities you could give up sleeping if you want to keep up with all of them. So that's really, phenomenal. Now I have two questions. When I came in at that time, we had very little floor funder. In fact, I went to Ken and said, you need flowers to perk up the place. And now they're doing a great job. My question, however, is there's such a thing as perennials, because it seems to me a tremendous amount of money is being spent on constantly replacing the landscape. And that shouldn't be. Yes, occasionally you lose a plant, you replace it, but this is like I walk every day, so I'm very aware of this. So I think the budget needs to be checked on that if you can get a little more of a handle on it. I have no idea. I'm not on the maintenance committee, but I'm only from sheer observation and having had gardens of my own. So that I think should be looked into. And lastly, but no least, my favorite pet peeve, the guardhouse. I don't know, most of us just drive by, maybe wave to the gate person, but nothing. That place is a disaster. Now, I offered several years ago to pay for the materials if they did the work. And then about 3 years ago, Scott Cole called me, oh, Sheila, we're going to take care of your pet peeve. Well, they didn't do much of a job. So again, I please, we talk about loving kindness. You've got to improve that facility. In fact, the only reason you're getting away because it was fathered in, but we are part of Boca Point now. Go check the beautiful guardhouses they have. I mean, that place is from the original one, 50 years old. You don't think it needs an upgrading? You don't think these men who protect us and are there for should have better living quarters? All right, I could go on and on, but I'm getting a sign.
Okay, thank you. What was your, the first comment was related to the perennials versus annuals, and we are trying to reduce some of that. You've seen the black rocks. We put black rocks at the front, and we're hoping that those bromeliads, I'm pretty sure is what they're called. We hope that those will last a lifetime because those kind of thrive on neglect. And so we believe that that's a good plant for there, plus it gives color. And we have the black rocks there. We did that at C building. And while those rocks are pretty expensive initially, they'll last forever. And so we are trying to see where we can, reduce the need to always replant flowers and colorful annuals.
Do we really need all those plants? The black rocks are beautiful. At St. Andrews, they don't have anything on the black rocks, and they're beautiful. Just alone, I think it was a big waste of money putting all the plants in.
Okay, well, we can agree to disagree. I think they add something to the rocks, the rock garden, if you will, and I think they're nice. So, but we can agree to disagree.
My question is, we really don't know unless we go to the front desk on the weekend who's covering. And on the other part of my question is, if that person isn't here that is covering, what do we do? Do we call them on the phone? Do we ask security to call that person? How does it work?
Okay, so the manager on duty or director on duty is here to just assist. If there's an emergency, security and maintenance is here during the day, and security's here 24/7. So we would anticipate, just like at night, when there's an emergency, the maintenance on-call person is called if there's an emergency, and then security and nursing would handle any emergencies. If you specifically want the director's involvement, then my advice is just to call down and find out if the director's here. And it's a very loose schedule, meaning that the director has a choice on the times that they come in. They can come in either Saturday or Sunday. And then Barnabas is here in the mornings on Sundays. So Barnabas is always here Sunday morning, unless, of course, he's on vacation, then he has a fill-in. But I would recommend that you just talk to security. Security can always call me. They can call Ross. They call Ross a lot. I can guarantee you that. And Melissa, also our nursing home administrator, she's called often by Willowbrook Court staff or Oak Ridge Terrace staff. So while we may not be on site, we are still connected.
If you get sick on the weekend and you need a tray, who do you call?
You would just call security, and then they would let the nursing staff know, and the OBT, Oak Ridge Terrace nurse, can call and then call culinary to have a tray delivered.
Okay, thank you.
I would just like to suggest that as new staff come on board, that perhaps you could take their picture and put their name in and whether they're in environmental or maintenance or whatever, and then maybe put it in the monthly newsletter so that we know, we see a lot of people around, and a lot of times they either don't have their badge or it's turned over, and it would be nice to be able to recognize them and know their name and who they're with, what part of the community they're working in. And so I just wondered if that would be possible.
Yeah. We'll find a way to do that. The newsletter I would not want to do because that's more the social calendar and activities that are going on, but we'll try to find a way to let you know. Servers would be difficult because we do know those change a lot. It's the nature of, that. Okay, thank you. Ellen?
Last Friday night, I was eating dinner in the bistro, and I could see the front desk, and security wasn't there. Evidently, he was making rounds, which is what I was told the next day. He can be gone an hour and a half making rounds, except that people have packages, and when they come down for dinner, after dinner, they want to pick up their packages. Well, some people were standing there for 20 minutes and finally gave up. That's a bad hour to have security making rounds if it's going to take them 2 hours.
So security does try to deliver packages at night. We don't always 100% get every package delivered. We prefer if you are by the front desk that you come and pick up light packages, but we will deliver packages as well.
Well, security on the weekend doesn't know that then.
Okay, and I'm looking at Ross. He'll make sure they know.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And we'll take 2 more questions because we've been here for an hour now, and I'm sure everyone has other things they'd like to do this afternoon. So Sally, I think, had her hand up, and then Elliot.
For about 6 months now, I've been trying to get recognition in the Journal for some of our residents who are the longest living residents in Edgewater. And people will stop and ask me, have you lived here the longest? The answer is no. We have residents here that have been here 28, 27 years. For instance, our longest living resident, as I understand it right now from Marty, is Eloise Brown, who is 104. She's not going to be around forever. And why can't we give her some recognition for living in Edgewater for 28 years? And we have 2 other residents in OBT that have lived here for 27 years. And they came when, I understand that they came when there was no culinary department, and they bused them every night to St. Andrews for dinner. Most people don't know that, and they'd like that as kind of a trivia.
So next time this is a joke. Next time someone complains about their culinary experience, I'm going to say, well, did you know that so-and-so used to have to get bused to St. Andrews? So, and that's a joke.
I'd just like to comment about the K4. I found it very useful in the directory for the residents. What I find missing is in the staff does not identify some of the numbers to contact them or what department they're in. I just suggest that someone go through and try to add more information in the staff portion of K4.
Okay, is there staff numbers in there now or no?
There are some numbers.
Some numbers, but not.
For example, DeAndre is not listed.
Okay.
He's in there, but no number.
Okay.
Marcus, no number. Marty, no number.
Okay. All right, thank you. Thanks for the suggestion.
That concludes.
Let's have Judy close our meeting with the last question. Or a comment.
It's not a question. I'd just like to second what Elliot says, because it's quite true. There are not enough people sort of listed in the department where you need someone from, not just Darren from culinary, for instance, but someone else and someone else.
Okay.
And that goes for a lot of people who work here. And there's no way of knowing their telephone number or their email address. And it's very difficult to contact them.
Okay,
So,
very
yes,
good. So
thank
I
you.
will find out if we can fix that, add to it, and I will take that up the chain. and find out if we can make that a better directory, if you will. Good suggestions. All right, well, thanks so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy your holiday weekend and look forward to seeing you on Memorial Day as well. Thank you.
Monday at 10:30. See you then.
Did you turn off the recording yet? You will, though. Was it live?